Hi and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of different services that I offer to assist you in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. We are going to be doing a daily reading for Sunday, September 6, 2020. And so we're getting into the galactic energies of the day first. The galactic signature or tone for the day is the red overtone dragon energy. And so this is an energy, the red dragon energy is the first of the 20 tribes, right? The 20 solar tribes. And so this is an energy that's all about nurturing. It's all about being. It's about birthing, right? Creating. So this is that original energy from which everything came, is sort of what this tribe represents. And so that energy is that energy, that creation energy, right? So it is that nurturing, loving energy, that original love force energy, right? So we're in this state of really being called to just be, to be who we are, to exist in the moment, to really drink in the moment, and to be nurturing and loving to ourselves, to the planet, to everyone that we come in contact with, and just extend that beautiful energy outward. The tone of the day is overtone. And so this tone is all about empowerment. It's about our personal truth, finding our personal center and radiating our truth out from that center, the truth of who we are, right? And so I'm feeling the blend of these energies as really calling us just to step into our own beingness, to step into the truth of who we are, and to just radiate that light out into the world. And as we radiate that light out into the world, that light then nurtures everyone, right? When we nurture ourselves, we are nurturing everyone because we are part of this collective energy together. So really focusing on wherever that nurturing needs to go today. If it needs to go to yourself, if it needs to go to those that you love, if it needs to go to Mother Earth herself, wherever you're being called to radiate that energy today, do so. We also are being guided by universal water today. So it's a day that's guided by that emotion, right? And it is rules the crown chakra. And so these are all just different energies that you can sort of play with and see what feels natural and what feels right as far as like how you want to tap into this galactic time, right? Because that's what using this galactic calendar is all about, is us learning how to move out of linear time and tap into galactic time, and to really open up that portal within ourselves. And so, yeah, I'm really enjoying this energy, and I'm really enjoying. It's all about new beginnings, right? It's that creation energy, that birthing energy, those new beginnings that come from that resonance, that true resonance within ourselves. I apologize, my voice is a little squeaky. I'm still got one of those colds that just kind of wants to hang on. It's a lingerer, you know what I mean? But we're doing the best we can here. There are some days where I just need to rest and I'm not able to do a daily video. Yesterday was one of those days. But every day that I can, I'm still pointing them out because I really enjoy doing this for you guys and communicating with you guys and how you're experiencing these different energies. And the red dragon energy itself rules the throat. And so it's the throat and the crown. So if we're looking at chakras today. But yeah, just that energy of really sinking into being where you are, right? Being who you are, being where you are, just being fully immersed in that experience, and nurturing and creating in whatever way feels right and feels natural to you. And we do have a couple interesting astrological things going on today. We have Venus moving into Leo today. And we also have Mercury that has just entered Libra. And so this is a shift. Mercury was in Virgo. And so we had that very logical energy of Virgo going on. We had that super Virgo energy with the Sun and Mercury in Virgo. And now we have Mercury moving into Libra. So this is where our thought patterns are going to be more concerned with the other, our communication. We're going to be really wanting that peace, right? Libra is that sign. It's very diplomatic, all about peace, all about seeing the different sides of situations. It's all about finding that balance, right? And so we're going to be, when it comes to our minds, we're looking to achieve a balance within our minds. We're looking to achieve a balance and a harmony in our outside relationships. But this is definitely an energy that behooves communication. And then we also have Venus and Leo. So this is a beautiful fiery energy. We have right now Mars and Venus both in fire signs. And so this is definitely a time where we may feel as though we are sort of, though our passions may be stirring, right? Venus and Leo is a very passionate sign. Venus in any fire sign is going to be passionate. And so we're feeling those passions. We're wanting to feel that energy, that beautiful, like reciprocal, exciting energy in our relationships, right? Like the way that we are interacting with the people in our lives, like there's a little bit more fire to that, right? Where this is an energy where people may be aggressive when it comes to going after what they want, especially in terms of partnerships and relationships. This is an energy that really, Leo wants to take center stage, and so we may be looking for that in our relationships as well as Venus goes through that transit. Like, how do people make us a priority, right? Because we want to be made a priority. If we're going to be wanting to make these romantic gestures, to have romantic gestures made to us, even with our friendships, we're going to want people to really show us that they care about us, and we're going to feel compelled to do that for people as well. And so this could be a really beautiful energy if we utilize like the higher qualities of Leo, and we don't get too caught up in just like, we still allow the other person to have their time in the spotlight as long as we're able to do that, and we're in that even flow of give and take, then it can be a really fun energy to play with, because Venus in Leo is very much, it's a very appreciative, very outgoing energy, a very charismatic energy. Like it's a nice, fun energy to be in. It's also an energy, like we said, that goes after what it wants. So if people have been sort of shy about that during Venus in Cancer, and sort of in that place of like really getting in touch with their feels and their emotions, like now they're going to be wanting to express that even more, and to really like wear their heart on your sleeve. This is the energy of wanting to wear our hearts on our sleeves and feeling like gaining the courage to do that, I guess you would say. We do have Mars and Venus squaring each other today. So there is maybe sort of a little bit of a tension there between the masculine and the feminine sides of our essences. And it may not be the smoothest transition, but it's really calling us to look at the things that we do want, and whether those are being delivered to us. And if not, like, how is it that we can achieve those things in our relationships and our relationship to ourselves? I mean, this is still an energy when it comes to money as well. Like, people may be feeling a bit extravagant when it comes to their money and how they want to spend that. So be careful in that energy as well. But all in all, I feel Venus and Leo as a really fun energy. I'm looking forward to that Venus and Leo transit that we're beginning right now. And yeah, we still have Mars square Saturn. We still got Saturn squaring Eris and True Black Moon, Venus squaring True Black Moon as well. And so there's definitely the potential for tension and that feeling still of kind of like being blocked. But you know, we work with it the best we can. I'm really wanting to pull these. This is the Archangel Tarot. Pull some cards from here. So what do we have for today? We have the Eight of Gabriel. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. So this is like we were talking about with that Venus and Leo energy. It's like, I think this would be akin to possibly, and I hate it when I start doing this because I just started playing with this deck. I don't know. But it feels like Eight of Wands activity to me. I'm not sure if that's what it feels like to me. And it's like we have all these birds taking flight, And so for some people, there may be communication that you've been receiving around birds lately, which is interesting that that's coming through. So that may be something for somebody. And there may be some like communication coming through now as well. It's like people are wanting to communicate with each other. They're wanting to communicate with you. Maybe with the Mercury and Virgo season, we were up in our heads a little bit too much. And now as Mercury is moving into Libra, we're starting to be able to figure out like how we can have these conversations that we need to have. And with this fire energy with Mars and Venus right now, like really being pushed to do that. So yeah, a lot of, I feel like, yeah, just things that maybe were not expected happening, or things happening a little more quickly than had been anticipated for some people. And a lot of this, as we said, having to do around communication, and for some of you guys, travel, whatever that means, however that resonates for you. And then we have the Page of Ariel, reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. It's time to get to work. So that's beautiful. So for some of you guys too, there may be communication coming in around a job. Perhaps you applied for a job and you've been waiting to hear back on that and kind of like thought, maybe even forgot about it. And now all of a sudden that communication's coming through. Just anything to do with the pursuit of higher learning for some of you guys. I'm definitely feeling the job thing for some people, or yeah, just different opportunities when it comes to expansion and learning, which is beautiful. So if anyone's been waiting for news on that, jobs, scholarships, applying to school, all that stuff, it may be coming through as well. And then we have number 8, justice. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor, don't give up. And so this, I'm feeling, is just another possibility of what this communication is that may be coming through. And this is dated today, but just remember, you guys, time is fluid. So these are the energies that I'm accessing today. It might not happen exactly today, but this energy is wanting to come through today. So for others of you, this may be communication that you're receiving, excuse me, on a legal ruling or something like that. If you've been in a court battle, if you've had charges pending, any types of stuff like that, like you may be receiving. And I'm also feeling this as not just like rulings made as far as the justice system goes, but like karmic rulings as well. Like I'm feeling the return of karma coming around for some people in whatever way that's going to be. And so I'm feeling for someone, this is like positive karma, because you've worked really hard. You have been faced with situations that taught you a lot, right? You learned a lot, but they were very painful, and it was a struggle to figure out, like, you wanted to maintain your integrity, but you didn't really know how. Like, what, like, you had to, like, what was the right decision? What was the right choice? How do I go about this, right? How do I come at this from a place of integrity, right? Where am I fooling myself in thinking that I'm acting in integrity when I'm not? And how can I continue to bring myself back to that, to my truth, to my integrity? And so in those situations where you've really been feeling challenged, or maybe people didn't understand or didn't see, like, we can act in integrity sometimes, and to other people on the outside, it looks like the opposite, but we know what's true in our hearts, right? Because we have to be true to ourselves as well. And so just situations where maybe you felt like a lot of people were against you, a lot of circumstances were against you, but you consistently worked to figure out, to come back, like we talked about with the energy of the day, right? To come back to your own center point, to find that and to be guided by that. And you've just really applied yourself to your own personal growth and seeing and allowing yourself to understand how these situations were helping you to grow. And now the rewards for that are coming back around. You are being recognized for that. And if you're still in the middle of this journey, whatever this journey is for you, just know that it will have a favorable outcome if you just continue to stand your ground, continue to stand in your truth, and to stand, it's like, to fight for what you know to be justice, right? Not what's going to make other people happy, but what is true and just for all involved. And so, yeah, that's an interesting interesting energy for somebody. And then let's see what else we have here. We have the Three of Ariel. Do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors. I'm telling you guys, like career, higher learning, all of this, like if you're taking a class, whatever this is going to very much work out in your favor. And there may be other people, there may be collaborations involved, or you may be networking and starting to meet new people and be connected to people that are going to help you in whatever this career growth or this opportunity is. But it's all like somebody's getting the courage to follow their heart, to follow their soul and where it's wanting them to go when it comes to their finances, when it comes to their creativity, when it comes to their career, possibly getting the courage to leave a career for something else that's more fulfilling. And this is just letting you know that like you are blessed in that endeavor and like fortune is smiling on you in that circumstance. And then we also have the Queen of Ariel. Nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. So yes, this is bringing us back to that nurturing energy, nurturing ourselves, nurturing those we love, really sinking into that and what that means and allowing that to flow, right? And just taking the time and caring for ourselves. And this, I'm feeling, yeah, there is quite possibly for some of you also somebody who's going to enter your reality that has some sort of advice or some sort of guidance for you in an area that you've been struggling. Like maybe you've been praying for answers and you're really not sure what to do, and somebody is going to enter that's going to give you that practical and that wise advice. So be on the lookout for that person. I mean, use discernment, right? But be on the lookout for that person and sort of like what it is that could be some of this communication too. What it is that they have to offer you, a different perspective that maybe hasn't been offered to you before. I'm feeling like that's how some of you guys are going to be able to know and differentiate where this advice is coming from, because it's not a perspective. This is like, it says practical and wise advice, but I'm feeling emphasis on the wise. Like practicality means different things to different people, right? Like I just had this quote that a friend of mine used to say all the time that I always used to kind of laugh and shake my head, but it's something like, if it's not spiritual, it's not practical. And so like it may not look like that, may not be in the advice of like playing it safe, right? Like that's sometimes what we think about when we think about practical, but this is like advice of like how to move forward in a way that resonates with you, a solution, maybe a way to look at a situation that offers a solution that you hadn't seen before, or just somebody who says something that you've known for a long time but you just needed to hear from somebody else in order to be able to move forward. And then on the bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Gabriel. So we have two queens here, guys. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. So yeah, this is just more confirmation for those of you who are really setting out on a path right now and maybe feeling a little insecure about it, or like you don't know exactly how, like all those practical matters haven't quite come together yet. Just know that like there is so much, this is that manifesting energy that's been in the air that we've been talking about. There is so much potent and powerful manifesting energy in the air right now. And there are really no limits to what we can accomplish. We're coming up against obstacles right now, right? But that does not mean that we are going to fail. That just means that we're being slowed down a little bit. We're being asked to reevaluate, to really decide what resonates with us moving forward, and to learn how to nurture ourselves in that process. We're making sure, like, that's what's the practicality of things, is like learning, like, how can I do things in a manner? How can I become the person that I need to be in order to do these things? How can I structure my life? Like, what are the things that need to be put into place? What is restricting me and how can I overcome that? But whatever it is that you feel is restricting you right now, you absolutely can overcome. It's all about working through it, understanding what is the lesson, what is the gift, and then moving beyond that. But there is so much potential to create right now. And it's that Venus and Leo energy that we were talking about, right? The Mars in Aries, Mars is still direct for a couple days, right? So in retrograde. Mars is going to slow down. I just put out the Mars retrograde video. Definitely check that out. We are going to be slowing down a little bit, but these next couple days here, like we are really, if there is something that you want that you've been afraid to go after, consider this your sign to go after that. You are being supported in that. And this is the attracting helpful people thing again. It's like those people coming together, whether it's that person that's going to give you that advice that you need to hear, whether it's these people that you're going to be collaborating with in whatever way that means for you. It's just like you can absolutely attract those people to you right now by that beingness, right, that we talked about with today. Being connecting and radiating out your true beingness, and that true light attracts everything that it needs to attract in order to continue to grow and to glow brighter. And then we have Saint Germain, karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. So this is like, we talked about this positive karma coming back around for those of us in situations, in what are often karmic situations, right? So it's like also continuing to release that. And this is going to be coming up. We're coming up on the 9-9 portal. This is a portal. 9s are all about endings, right? Endings, closing out of cycles. We're closing out huge karmic cycles right now, you guys. And so as we close those out, these blessings come in, right? These karmic rewards come in for the hard work that we've done. But we have to do that work. We have to close out these cycles. If there's situations in your life that are just causing you unnecessary strife and drama, that is an indication that it is something karmic that you're working through. And so just like allowing that, finding that place where you can be in this energy, right? In your integrity, in those situations, and just release those. Like when we grow beyond that drama and we decide to stop participating in that, that's when we begin closing out those cycles. You don't have to participate in that. And then we have, because it's make room for good energy, creating that space for all of these new connections, these new projects, this fresh new energy, right? This is the day we talked about is signals. It's that red dragon energy, that original creation energy, right? That new beginnings energy. Make room and make space for those new beginnings. Then we have Kuthumi, cloak of wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Trust your intuition, trust your gut, right? So there may be, this is going back to this practical and wise advice. There may be somebody who comes forward, for those of you who are really having a hard time trusting your gut, and just says what you've been thinking. And that is like the spark that you need to be like, okay, all right. But honestly, you don't need that, because you already know. In your heart of hearts, you know the answers to the questions that you are asking. It's just us learning how to trust our hearts. And that's part of the lesson, right? Because our heart, our intuition, it's the same fucking thing. Learning how to trust that. Yeah. Learning how to trust ourselves. We're in a big energy of that right now. This last half of 2020, this empowerment energy. As we're taking our power back, we are learning how to trust ourselves. We're learning how to trust ourselves deeply and to move from that place of trust. And when we trust ourselves, we're unstoppable. And that's when we can do and be anything we want to be. And then we have Hilarion coming through again. He's been coming through all week. Divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So retreating to recharge and heal, right? Stepping out of that drama, stepping back from all of that drama, in finding that center point within ourselves, right? Allowing ourselves to just be, knowing that we don't have to involve ourselves in everything that's going on with everyone else. And if there are situations where we can't avoid the drama, we are linked up to that drama for whatever reason, in ways that we can't, it's not like we can just walk away. We can learn how to exist within that as like a solid, strong force, right? And not be swayed by that, not be pulled into that energy, right? And to show people like how to move beyond that energy. They may or may not be grateful for that lesson, because people who are addicted to drama they don't want to interact with people that aren't into drama, because that's no fun for them, and it can sometimes make them angry. So it's just knowing that and understanding that and standing strong in yourself, that even as that is going on. And then on the bottom of the death fate, or the deck, I said the death. So a lot of that transformational energy in the air right now. Death, the end of these cycles, like things are dying, you guys. I don't think that was a Freudian slip for a reason. Allow what's trying to die so that what's ready to be born can be born. And this says, stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. See the light in yourself even when others can't. See the light in others even when they can't see it in themselves. Don't get pulled into their drama. Don't get pulled into their pain, but see that light in them and shine that light in yourself as brightly as you can shine that light. And eventually those who are wanting to find a way out of the darkness will follow that light out. But we don't get to choose who that is, and we don't get to choose when that is. All we can do is stand firm in our own integrity throughout this process. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. So it's all about those little steps that we take every day, just moving a little bit more toward our happiness in whatever way we can. Whatever way we can bring that into our lives, integrate that joy, integrate that bliss, right? And then I shuffled, and on the bottom now we have Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Magnetic changes are happening. So continue putting those intentions out. This is the Keepers of the Light deck for those who are wondering. Continue putting those intentions out. Know that you are so, so powerful. And it's like, utilize that mind, right? Utilize that ability to communicate with people, with the universe, through your vibration, through your words, right? Learn how to utilize those energies and work those to your advantage today. All right, guys? Okay, and so that is going to be a wrap for that. I do offer personal readings. I offer energy healings. I will be opening up bookings next week. Distance, I may be able to do a little bit sooner than that. It's like we said, we're navigating with this cold, but I will definitely I'll be booking for next week on. So if you are interested in a reading, if you're interested in an energy healing session, please reach out to me. Ascension transit charts, I do those as well. If you want to donate to this channel, the link for that is down below. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know how it goes. I appreciate you all so much. Drop me a comment. Let me know how this resonates. So much love and so much appreciation for each and every single one of you.